Yellow to all Jamaica youths. This is a life advice. Take it or not take it. Life is a challenge. You come here to prove your worth and contribute to the greater good. You don't come to be a bottom feeder. A bottom feeder is not a person with less money. It is a person with less integrity who fails in the eyes of the universe. He is a karmic. We all have to face karma, but this person is the definition of karma. He is a karmic. He will believe his evil work is paying off and wickedness might seem like the door to prosperity. But it is the universe sending the fool a little further. The further he goes, the more karma he collects for this life and for the next to come. The alternative is to hold on to your integrity, like how you want to hold on to the 100 mil and be blessed as the empire who stores up treasures in heaven. Life will test you, brother. You are put in a certain circumstance, or you are put in circumstances to overcome with your purity intact. The only way most of you will realize the importance of good integrity is if you could see beyond the divide, if you could come face to face with your eternal being and understand how you live one life to become better in the next. Whatever you believe or not, here is the main point of the day. The youths talk about fast lane. Most of the time, this refers to a karmic lane, brother. Let me be fair to you. I understand if you do a business selling ganja or so. For regardless of what the state claims, it is honest bread as long as you stick to your words and take only your fair share. I am not telling you to do it. I am talking about universal principles beyond the laws of men. In 2022 Jamaica, fast lane mostly mean scamming. This is a karmic lane. If you will be offended by the truth, you best move along now. I give advice to take or leave. It matters not how many books about power you read. The universal order is the law. Me can't do nothing about that, Bridget. Most people over 45 already experience the truth of the cycle. For many, it is too late to correct their decisions. Take heed today, brother. If you steal or shed blood, do not celebrate the wealth that it brings you unless you do not have children and you foolishly think that death will save you from karma. This is how they trick some of you, by saying that there is nothing after this life. No matter how many times they know it has come with their loud mouths, I am still saying that you will be reborn to finish where you started and you will be the karmic. As you celebrate the ill begotten gain, you celebrate the karmic legacy that you give to your children. Be very careful, my youth. I see a woman who tried to poison her husband to get insurance money, I see someone stealing from another person to waste it while the person who worked for it suffers, brother. Do not do the evil thing. It is not good. I cannot tell you that it is okay or that it is reparation. What happens to a people who became slaves is karma to be deliberated by them and the cosmic. That's where justice lies, brethren. What evil people did by enslaving others is karma to be deliberated by them and the cosmic, brother. Why are you involved trying to manage the universe? I am here to say what is, not to pretend as if up is down. You say it is because you are poor, you are hungry, you are desperate, and you had to steal money to become somebody. Why were you poor, brother? We are all born with our riches in life. When Buju Banton sat wherever he was and started writing words on a piece of paper, maybe it was just a page. That single page was wealth. that he took from inside him. He was not lazy or arrogant about it. Before rhythm was put to his first song, he was the rich boy that many thought was poor. He had a few lines written on a piece of paper, valued more than the big house your uncle have on top of the hillside. How on earth do you say a man who will uplift himself from within and manifest it without is poor? A poor man begrudges what he sees without, and therefore he will manifest nothing from within. For this reason, the moment he stops stealing, all his wealth will disappear. Having to keep on in one's dark path is bad karma, brother. Having to do bad until it does not affect one's conscience anymore is death of a soul, brother. He might live long, but in his old age and in the next life, he will have to pay too much for messing with God. Money cannot make you rich. Money cannot make you rich. You have to become rich, and then money will be manifested as the effect of that cause by you. When Mutabaruka started the cutting edge, we used to have to hide to listen to him. Today, if my topic was headed Mutabaruka, I would have so many views in one day. The thing that the detractors said was no good was a perpetual mood full of gold, for he knew the wealth inside him, and he was a determined man about it. Remember, when Sir P's channel started, why do you believe that everyone is saying Sir P now? Did you ever heard that he was stealing from anyone because he could not find anything better to do? Everyone is born with wealth inside of them, brother. And that me I try get you to tap into. One you done chopper because he want 100 mil to live a rich life. But at the same time, he style people that rob people with gun as low down thieves and pretend like he was better. Scammers think scamming is not stealing. Just as how the church, a God man tell the Adventist say, I no pig a bacon. Just like how the Rasta man say him only suck the bone but him no eat the meat. You cannot become authentically rich by stealing money. That is someone else's blessing, my youth. You must sow your own seeds for prosperity. You might believe what your eyes see, but remember that the greatest realities of life rest in the unseen. Places where you will have to go that you've never seen before. Things that you would have to do that you never see about before. If it were not so, then the Europeans could not brainwash the Africans with the Holy Ghost or Christian God spell. These are mere words that became more powerful than the gun, brother. Just words, just a Christian God spell story. If it were not so, you could not create spiritual or verbal edifices to use as scamming templates, that work to persuade individuals to do incredibly stupid things to themselves. Think about it, no, my youth. I repeat, the greatest realities of life rest in the unseen. All manifestations come from the invisible. The energy you create will determine your karma, good or bad. Stealing 100 mil will not justify living rich for the rest of your life. Money does not make you rich. May I tell you, as a mystic, may I tell you, many is the manifest money is the manifestation of someone's internal wealth. If the money you possess was not your own manifestation, you either have a privilege given by a kind one or you have stolen property. Remember Prime Minister Portia Simpson, you remember looking at Usain Bolt and seeing wealth even before he made his first professional dollar. We are all born with wealth, brother. You need to fight with your own gifts, and you have to face challenges with a lion heart, with confidence, and your wealth will manifest. Real rich people have integrity. They work with sheer guts and determination to manifest their own wealth. Youth, go watch That 2015 Jamaican woman 4x4 anchor leg by Noblin William Mills Youth when she was fresh from defeating cancer and gone on the pitch. That is greatness, my youth. Not the fact that you can fool somebody. To lie, murder, or steal does not justify a worthy contribution to humanity. You will not be called. You will not be called up. You will not be called up for any honorable mention, council, or anything, and your children will know why. Do you think that is a joy to them to know, or is it embarrassment? That alone is a karma you inflict upon your children, brother. You can be rich, and some of you are already rich and don't even know it. Get out of this evil energy and advise loved ones to do so. I don't care if that person is your wife, husband, or children. Do not allow them to trap you in this evil cycle. When you should be reaping bountiful rewards from the universe, don't be trapped in the dark night of the soul. Please give me a thumbs up and the like button, and I will be grateful. Hit up the bell icon to see what I come with next. Blessings to you and thanks much. Never say that no work no there, no money nor run or nothing nor go on. Never say these words. Say what you determine to manifest. Never say you can't if it is something you must do. Find a way and be determined and confident in that purpose. Never give up. And when you feel weak, talk yourself back into strength. The universe will give you what you want. People will call you lucky, brother. Be worthy of favor from the universe by getting rid of bad karma. You know what to do to others as you would have done to you. Believe in what you will have done for you. Give up your ego. You do not have to say words to prove a point. You do not have to answer every insult. And you do not even have to prove that someone lied against you. You don't have to care if they call you a pussy or if someone better than you or richer than you. Get rid of the ego, brother. You don't have to teach anyone a lesson or listen to friends that say, you see, if I did me, or you're too soft, or you're too fool. Exchange ego for gratitude. Whatever people say, give thanks for what you have. The more gratitude, the more abundance. Be fearless. Don't fear that you will fail or that people will not accept you. When something seems to not work in your favor, just that it is for your protection. The universe rewards you in a way that will be better for you in the end. There is no failure. Understand this and you will be blessed. Give up all your fear for faith and give up ego for gratitude. Always be fair and balanced and don't wait for others to tell you to give over their share. A whole heap of man do things with people and they hold on and then share until then tell them to give them it. Give the other person for them share, brethren, to make him ask for it. Give without expecting anything in return. Seek gratitude and you curse yourself. Never say you did someone a favor and they did not say thank you. Never give someone a gift who wants nothing to do with you. Why would you give it? It only proves you have bad intentions. This gift will curse you. One way of knowing that someone has nothing to do with you is if they tell you to leave them alone. Don't call them or fuck off. Those are really great hints to show that someone has nothing to do with you. Never give to show your kindness to the world or to a third party. Shame will overtake you. Never give too much, for you will experience karma that don't belong to you. Never let energy vampires draw your energy. The moment you grow to a higher level, depart from those who want to stay at a lower vibration, or you will be stuck. You will go through the dark transition and the universe will remove or point them out. The reward is greatly joyful. You that teach me, I teach you know something to make you powerful. Riches come from within. You can steal money, but you can never steal riches. Money is a manifestation of wealth, but absolutely not the source. If your capital is 100 mil. You have to make money with that 100 mil and spend from your earnings. If you spend from your capital, you will soon go broke. Poor people cannot keep this discipline even if they know better. They will be addicted to foolish spending and showboat. To create and maintain wealth, you must control the ego. A poor man buys a Mark X before he was worth a Honda Fit, but the rich man will even drive a Honda Fit or wear a cheap pair of shoes, for he has no stupid ego to prove. A poor man has to prove the wealth that he lacks. So ego is his addiction. He will buy a pair of Clarks to paint an image. His manhood is in his ego. This is the worst kind of poverty. He depends on show off to feel like a man. Put a gun in his hand and his cock stands up tall like a utility pole. He will diss everyone and say he is bad without common sense to tell him that bad is not good, brother youth. Bad is not good, me youth. Bad is not good. No one knows or hears that a rich man has a gun. He is respectful to everyone and he loves to talk about goodness because bad is not good. This is the image he creates and bring more power to himself. The adverse is the image the poor man creates and bring more lack to himself. Bad is not good. Shoot someone and someone will shoot you. You do not have nanny's body to block bullets, so you will bar like the latest man you shot. Therefore, you will prove only that you are nothing special unless you have something worthwhile to offer to humanity. Bill Gates can show off about Microsoft, for it is something special. How can you show off about something that everyone can do, my brother? Like pointing a gun and shooting. My youth, teach me, I try to teach you something. Listen a long time, me there. Give up the ego that's making you low class and stupid. If you don't feel like shooting anyone, it doesn't make you less of a man. Being at peace with the universe makes you God-like, brother. The same man them where they look up on the rich man, them more them coming like a God to you. The highest people to look up to are Christ-like. Never resort to being Satan, for Satan runs his own show. Being a loser won't make you a winner. Give up ego for gratitude and prosper, my youth. No want to no prosper. Humble yourself, youth. Enough man over station with big fire tick to light up bad boy cigarette. You don't know that already. So don't be a puppy show. It no make you look smart. 1 million Jamaican dollar is less than 7,500 US. Hardly a desirable month's pay in America. But the American about that brethren. Money is the symptom and not the cause of riches. If a poor man receives money, his poverty will again manifest. Money will leave him. He will be frustrated and probably even attacking the same people he once protected. If you and a friend got thief, you turn thief, although thief you not trust. But guess what? Your friend who you used to trust turn thief same time too. So who you are gonna trust? If him tell you the truth, you not gonna believe him for him a thief. And if you tell him the truth, him not gonna believe you for you a thief. And that the cause you can't fix them cause you they do things with one another and turn around distrust them. Imagine stealing the cheese they live big together. At the end of the day, that be the hero now, At the end of the day, man I use the money buy a gun to shoot him friend what him turn thief with because him not trust the nigga again for him turn thief now. Uno turn thief together, uno distrust thief together, buy gun together and uno swear to kill the fucking thief together. That no make sense, Bridget. Make it make sense to me now. I uno friend, I uno brethren. And the man want uno eat out a one pot together. If you are not rich within, you will never hold riches and have peace of mind. The only other option is to go and sleep with Satan and the last man. What went down there? Said the devil have a demon of a cock, brother. A word to the wise, you will blame everyone for robbing you all when them not do it. If you win the lotto, you are going to get poor again. If you sell drugs, you are going to get poor again. And if you scam half the whole of America, you still are going to poor again. Be rich inside your brethren. Be rich within. Learn the art. Get rich within and make it manifest. It will never leave because it is you. Riches will walk everywhere with you and you will have the touch of Midas. Be rich. Don't try to steal rich. You cannot win the lottery at will. If you win once, you have to be rich from within to keep it. If you steal money, you might have to continue stealing or become rich within. If you are a scammer, scamming every day, one day you will be caught. The government already knows who you are anyway. A rich person with a huge sum of money will not be threatened by the thought of becoming poor again. There is no cause without an effect. Become rich before playing games with the universe. Most people want it in a hurry. They will give up everything for one day's dinner instead of going through a few years of bitter for a lifetime of sweet. Then they become caught in a cycle. Most of us don't understand the riches inside of us to tap into. How do I become rich? They ask. Most won't experience true wealth until they are born again. Born again. College graduate does not leave college, utilize his education and then become rich. He graduates from college with riches and then makes it manifest into money. Money is the manifestation of his internal value. He is the source of wealth. He is rich and money flows from riches, but there is higher riches than college. In fact, college sometimes make you poorer than even before you enter the gates. You go to college and return to work for the so-called dunce you left on the street selling fishes. Now he owns a chain of supermarkets and he will pay you to manage them. He was rich when you saw him in his worn clothes trying to sell you 3 pounds of grouper. You thought you had pity for him, but did not know you were the one in a pitiful state, believing in superficial crap while being reduced to poverty and dependency, banded as wealth and independence. You see, me tell you the truth, youth. The societal truths are not always honest to you. The society itself will lie to you. The system might use you as ignorant pawns if it serves the purpose of societal scammers in high places, and me include the government, at least most of all the government. I understand this. I may go tell you the reason why me touch on the point here. Because me know say enough youth see it. Enough youth who we say bad, are not bad them bad, but them are rebel against the hypocrisies. Yeah, me know. Even the churches are bigger scammers, but they have the government to protect and call them legal. Scammers keep scamming, losing the money and scamming again. Lottery winners get poor again. Don't we see the crazy trend? His father died and left him a fortune and now he is poor again. What happened to him? Nothing unusual, just a reflection of who he was, a poor soul. Poor people might learn wealth faster than rich people if only they listen to their hearts, souls, and spirits. Spirit gives you luck so that you understand what money can do, and abundance to teach you what money cannot do. This is why those with no money look at a beautiful car, and those with money smell the roses. Knowing poverty and learning poverty are not the same. Learning riches and knowing riches are not the same either. If you do not know how to retain balance, the scale will always be tipping. You are not approved by using trickery to tribe off money that someone else manifested. Give a real rich person a small sum of money and he will double it in the month. Give a poor person a huge fortune and he will lose it all in a fortnight. The cycle will continue. A rich person who steals abundance to create his fortune is mistaken. Karma will come no matter what. Many times when it comes, there was such a big time lapse that he will wonder, what did I do to deserve this? Earning money is not the problem. The problem is learning to be rich as the source of your own wealth. Then money will flow, manifesting as a symptom of that source. Life is 100% science magic. It's actually science, but we call it science magic because it seems like magic. That's why people talk about sorcery, wobia, voodoo, um, mist. mystic this, mystic that, because the heights are the science. That's why religion come about, how people try to interpret the highest sciences of the universe, which is the science of divinity. High sciences that seem like magic guide our existence and manifestations. Some interpret these God principles in religious ways. In the very word of the rich are secrets to the magic of his manifestations. The poor man who says he is poor will manifest the truth he affirmed upon himself. He is a poor soul. The man who worked hard for 20 years and made 10 million did it slowly, but his foundation is now so solid that he who stole 100 million might watch with envy. Be guided by the order of the universe and use the secrets of the cycles to make decisions and obtain everlasting wealth. Peace out, my youth. Can't tell how I feel, but as me say, the only they give on advice.